Hello there, YouTube. Lots of bikes out on the road today, and it's beautiful weather for it. To my subscribers, welcome back. If it's your first time on the channel, my name is Cameron, aka Lovecraft Fan, and I'm making videos about the Honda Rebel 1100, fundamental riding skills, and mostly just fun rides through the Ozark Mountains of northwest Arkansas and southwest Missouri. I just made it past the milestone of 1,000 miles on the new 1100, and I thought I would use this video to just give some general thoughts and impressions about the bike. The Rebel 1100 is definitely not a sport bike, but it is sporty for a cruiser. I need to practice launching to do a good 0 to 60. Mustache and Motorcycles has the best one I've seen on YouTube so far, but there's no question about the bike being quick, and it's a blast to ride. As far as comfort goes, I have no problem taking 1 to 2 hour rides without getting too sore. I haven't felt the need to get an aftermarket seat or seat cover or anything like that. The foot pegs are higher up on the 1100 than the 500 to accommodate a better lean angle, but the riding position is comfortable for me as a shorter rider, and you can even stand up on the foot pegs, although when you do, the gas tank is right up in your business. Your mileage may vary, as I'm about 5'9", maybe 5'10" in my riding boots, so for taller riders the ergonomics might not be as comfortable. I had someone in the comments asking about why I rev the engine so high, and saying that they'd usually be in a gear or two higher than whatever gear I'm in. They said by 35 miles per hour they'd already be in 6th gear. I don't know if they were talking about the DCT model or the manual model, but to address that issue, the bike redlines at 8,000 RPM and it makes peak power at 7,000 RPM. So I basically just enjoy getting that full power of the engine, but also the aggressive engine braking that comes when you let off the throttle after getting it up to 6,000 RPM is quite a feeling, and I guess it's just fun. I bet the people who are shifting earlier could be getting a little bit better fuel economy, but in general I guess it just comes down to personal preference. Some people over in Europe and the UK think that the 100 mile per hour speed limiter is something unique for the United States, and that the bikes over there will not have any kind of limiter. I'm doubtful of this, since the limiter isn't mentioned in any of the publicity or the owner's manual or anything. The information might not be on the tip of the tongue for dealerships or Honda representatives, especially since they haven't received the bike yet from overseas. Anyone watching this from over there, please comment with your test results as soon as you get your hands on the bike. I look forward to finding out the answer to this for sure. Nine times out of 10, when I'm filling up the gas tank on the bike, the nozzle shuts off automatically like it would in a car. But now I also know what happens if you're not paying attention and you let it fill up too much. Son of a bitch. Another learning experience. Yes, I went inside and told the attendant, and at least the overflow countermeasures worked, so all the overflow went onto the ground and not onto me or the bike. I used the range feature on this ride to be sure that I was going to make it to the next town or gas station. Of course, I had plenty of range since the next town was only about 20 miles away, but I was surprised that even after filling it up to the absolute brim, it said the range was 106 miles. I've had people in the comments say they're getting more like 150 miles of range, so maybe it doesn't take into account the reserve, but that's still pretty short range in my view compared to a car. Probably only half the distance a Goldwing or something like that can go on a full tank. But the Rebel is not a touring bike, and as long as you plan out your route and look for gas stations, I think you could travel across the country on this bike. Loving the throttle response through the throttle by wire. It took some getting used to. You have to be really progressive and accurate with rolling on or off the throttle to prevent jerkiness, but once you start to get the hang of it, it's really cool. Cruise control is such an awesome feature, even if I only get to use it for a few minutes at a time. I finally got around to trying the resume speed function, which worked like a charm, but I didn't need to be getting back up to 75 miles an hour, so a quick tap of the brake to cancel. I'm interested in the Batwing fairing, but other than that, I like the bike stock. I'm not interested in putting on any kind of aftermarket exhaust, and I just think it's a great all-around bike. I've got some more thoughts, but I'll have to put those into another video. And if you have any questions or suggestions, put them down there in the comments. Thank you all for watching. Happy Easter. Ride safe, and I'll see you all in the next video.